What's up, everyone? My name is Mimi, and I'm single. What's up? So no one asked me out. I want to be happy. But seriously, though, I've had so many bad dating experiences that I'm starting to think my vagina is cursed. All right, one time, this guy broke up with me after we had sex the night before. He told me that I crossed his boundary. First of all, I'm glad more people are going to therapy. But I think therapy is making toxic people worse. Toxic people going to therapy is like toxic behavior dressed up in fancy clothing. You know, I would say to them, hey, I don't really understand what you're trying to say. Can you explain it? And he'd be like, guess we have different communication styles. Or, I don't really feel like giving you a blowjob right now. I'm not getting my needs met. Or, why are you smoking weed every day? Self-care. I'd rather be ghosted. One time I dated someone who lived over 30 miles away from me. Never again. I found out that he believed that white privilege didn't exist. And I was like, oh my God, what is that like? That's so hot. He also told me that he was a Republican. And when I found out, I didn't break up with him right away because, you know, I'm open-minded as fuck. And I wanted to hear what his perspective was. So at the time, Trump was putting kids into cages at the border. And I asked him, are you okay with this? He said, yeah, they got here illegally. And so I was like, okay, if my family got here illegally, you'd deport me? And I've never seen someone want to have sex with me and deport me at the same time. And I think that's why hate sex is so hot, because he was really working through his internalized racism onto me. I'm just doing my charity work, y'all. It's okay. Obviously, things didn't work out. I know right now I look like a hot girl, but back in the day, I used to get made fun of for being ugly by my own softball team and coach. All right, my coach couldn't say that I sucked at softball, so instead they called me the silent player, which I didn't really understand because why would you make fun of me for shutting the fuck up? I mean, there should be prizes for people who can shut the fuck up the longest, okay? That's why ghosts, I think, are so successful, because they really put in the work, you know? And I think that's where Samara from The Ring fucked up, because why would you tell people they got 7 days left to live? Like, that's too much information. You know, it'd be much scarier if you didn't know you're about to die tomorrow or 50 days from now, kind of like in real life, you know? So, I didn't find out I was into women until pretty late in my life. Oh, thank you. Probably because I'm repressed. My parents are the type of people who are okay with other people being gay, but not me. So they're homophobic. And they wanted me to be with a man so bad that they suggested that I date my second cousin. Which is even worse than incest, okay? Because at least brothers and sisters have things in common. But dating your second cousin, desperate. All right, it's like, what are we doing? We're perpetuating homophobia? It's like, look, everyone, I'm straight. I've also never had an orgasm. Yeah, I know, I can't even do it myself. I think it's because I've always lived in places where the walls were thin or I had a roommate. So I think the only way for me to have an orgasm... No, that ain't it. The only way is if someone takes me to the middle of the woods, right? And we're not leaving until I have one, okay? I'm gonna tell all my friends and family, like, look, I'm gonna be gone for a while. And this will be the perfect scenario to murder me, because it's gonna be 90 days later and my friends and family are gonna be like, this bitch is never gonna come. All right, that's it, everyone. Thank you so much.